Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. This is episode 118, and I thought it would be a great time to do some useless summer facts. Now, as always with these facts, I haven't verified them. I'm just assuming they're real or not made up. But if I say something that's incorrect, you can call me out on it, but don't take it too seriously. This is all fun and for your pleasure and your entertainment, really. So let's start off with fact number 1. The word summer is from the Proto-Indo-European root sam, meaning summer. The root sam is a variant from the Proto-Indo-European root sem, which means together / one. The dog days of summer refer to the weeks between July 3rd and August 11th and are named after the dog star Sirius in the Canis Major constellation. The ancient Greeks blamed Sirius for the hot temperatures, drought, discomfort, and sickness that occurred during the summer. The dry summer was 1995, with only 103 millimeters of rainfall. Summer is by far the busiest time at movie theaters. To date, the top 10 most famous summer blockbusters of all time are Jaws, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, The Dark Knight, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., Forrest Gump, Ghostbusters, Animal House, and Terminator 2: Judgment Day. In the United States of America, over 650 million long-distance summer trips are made. In the USA, the top 5 most popular summer vacations are: number 1, a beach or an ocean, which is about 45% of summer vacations. Number 2, a famous city, which is 42%. Number 3 is national parks at 21%. Number 4 is a lake, which represents 17%. And lastly, a resort, which is about 15% of the total of USA summer vacation destinations or types. The top 5 most popular summer vacation activities in the United States are: number 1, shopping, which is 54%. Number 2 is visiting historical sites at 49%. Number 3 is swimming / water sports, also at 49%. The percentages are obviously off according going to this website because I keep on seeing 49%, 46%. I'll just list them. Top 5 most popular summer vacation activities are shopping, visiting historical sites, swimming/water sports, going to a park or national park, and sightseeing tours. The wettest summer on record was the summer of 1912, where 384 millimeters of rain fell. The iron in France's Eiffel Tower expands more than 6 inches its regular size because of the summer heat. The coldest summer was 1922, when average daytime temperatures for June, July, and August were 12.3 degrees Celsius. I don't have the conversion to Fahrenheit on this, so I'm not exactly sure how much it equals up to. The month of June was named after either Junioris, the lower branch of the Roman Senate, or Juno, the wife of Jupiter. This next one's kind of fun. August 1st, or Llama's Day, was an important festival date for both the Anglo-Saxons and the Celts. Maybe it's Celts. Either way, their celebrations involved baking the newly ripened corn into a loaf, and it remained one of the 4 quarter days used for the payment of rents and election of local officials, as well as an excellent excuse for a summer fair. Mark Antony named the month of July in honor of Julius Caesar. The month of August was named for Julius Caesar's adopted nephew, Gaius Julius Caesar Octavius, who held the title Augustus. He named the month after himself. September is from the Latin word septem, meaning 7. Both equinox and solstice refer to the path of the sun throughout the year. The word solstice is from the Latin solstitium, which is from sol, or sun, and stitium, to stop, because it seems as if the sun stops at the solstice. I have no idea if I'm going to pronounce this next one right, so I'm going to whisper it just in case. Kennebunkport in Maine, perhaps better known as a summer retreat of George W. Bush, hosts an annual carnival called the Dump Festival, where they crown Miss Dumpy. Sounds like a nice little fun festival. But I wonder, I guess Miss Dumpy just goes to like a local girl. It's kind of a weird title. Sounds kind of mean, actually. This next one is also related to the fact I just mentioned. Started in 1965 to honor the importance of the old-fashioned town dump. The Kennebunkport Dump Association was a 40-member group consisting of one president and 39 vice presidents, who started meeting at the dump, drinking beer, and shooting rats. Entrants for the Miss Dumpy contest, held each July, have to dress in an outfit consisting wholly of rubbish, grapefruit skins, aluminum cans, and even discarded fish. So I guess I sort of got my answer there. I mean, I guess contestants literally just have to dress in garbage and try to, I don't know, look like a dump, I suppose. Is sort of the concept behind it. I had never heard of that. In the Northern Hemisphere, summer solstice occurs sometime between June 20th and June 22nd, and between December 20th and December 23rd in the Southern Hemisphere. Scientists argue that summer babies are significantly more likely to suffer from mood swings than babies born in other seasons. In southern England, over 37,000 people gather at Stonehenge to see the summer solstice. Druids and pagans are among those who celebrate the longest day of the year at this notable place. Around the summer solstice, some Christians celebrate St. John's Eve, which marks the birth of John the Baptist. John supposedly was born 6 months before Christ, which is traditionally considered to be around December 24th. The word season is from the Old French saison, which means sowing/planting or seed time. That was my best attempt at a French accent. Saison. If you or your children have just started a depressing summer job, fear not. Multi-billionaire Warren Buffett's first job was at his grandfather's grocery shop. Bill Murray sold chestnuts outside a grocer's. Orlando Bloom worked at a clay pigeon shooting range. Beyoncé swept up in her mother's hairdressing salon. And Mick Jagger sold ice cream. Brad Pitt dressed up as a giant chicken to promote a restaurant. So don't give up on your dreams, even if you're dressed in a giant chicken suit, promoting Taco Bell or any other restaurant for that matter. Summer babies are less likely to become CEOs. This is because summer babies are typically the youngest children in each school class, and their relative immaturity can affect the quality of their education. Studies show that men are more likely to cheat during the summer months. That's not a nice stat. Warmer weather causes certain diseases to peak during the summer, such as valley fever, West Nile, Lyme disease, and food poisoning. The first Olympic Games in the modern era were the 1896 Summer Olympics, officially known as the Games of the First Olympiad in Athens, Greece. The Games featured the Panathinaiko Stadium, the first giant stadium of the modern world that housed the largest crowd to ever watch a sporting event. According to custom, in the USA, a person can wear white pants only during the summer or between Memorial Day and Labor Day. I'm wondering how many of you listening follow that rule closely. I've never worn white pants, so I've never had a chance to see if anyone would tell me if I was wearing white pants during the wrong time of year. But moving on. A ubiquitous summer treat is watermelon. Watermelon is part of the cucumber, pumpkin, and squash family and consists of 92% water. On average, Americans consume 15 pounds of watermelon annually. Popsicles were accidentally invented by an 11-year-old boy in San Francisco in 1905. He left a glass of soda sitting outside, and by the next morning the soda had frozen. He began selling them at an amusement park in New Jersey. Cherry is the number one flavor in the U.S. for popsicles. July is the hottest summer month in the Northern Hemisphere. July is also National Ice Cream Month. Americans eat an average of 20 quarts of ice cream a year. Vanilla is the most popular flavor for ice cream, while chocolate comes in at a distant second. Contrary to popular belief, crime rates do not increase during the summer. However, the types of crimes change as the seasons change. During summer, bike thefts and items stolen from cars increase. And during the winter, criminals are more likely to steal cars and Christmas presents left in cars. Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream takes place on Midsummer's Eve, a time that Elizabethans would have associated with celebrations. The summer solstice was associated with dancing, drinking, mystery, and magic. I like this next one. The longest summer bikini parade on record happened on August 19th, 2012 in China with 1,085 participants. That's a nice one. I should have attended that one. Many Native Americans held ritual dances to honor the sun during the summer solstice. For example, the Sioux would set up teepees in a circle to represent the cosmos, and participants would decorate their bodies in the symbolic colors of the sun: red for the sunset, blue for the sky, yellow for lightning, and black to represent night. Before the Civil War, schools did not have summer vacation. In rural communities, kids had school off during the spring planting and fall harvest, while urban schools were essentially year-round. The long summer holiday didn't come about until the early 20th century. CDC, children are more likely to gain weight over the summer because kids are less active, are more likely to have an inconsistent sleep schedule, and tend to eat more junk food. According to Forbes, the top 9 most hazardous summer injuries are caused by playground equipment, skateboards, trampolines, lawnmowers, amusement attractions, non-powder guns, beach, picnic, and camping equipment, barbecue grills, and trimmers/small garden tools, in that order. Studies reveal that most American babies are born in the late summer, while the least are delivered on major holidays. Let's see what else I can see on here. According to Rolling Stone, the top 10 best summer songs of all time are, in this order: Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas, Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran, School's Out by Alice Cooper, California Girls by the Beach Boys, Rockaway Beach by the Ramones, Hot Fun in the Summertime by Sly and the Family Stone, Summer in the City by Lovin' Spoonful, Vacation by the Go-Go's, and Summertime by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And, finally, Cruel Summer by Bananarama. It's kind of a silly list. According to Facebook studies, across age groups, couples are more likely to break up earlier rather than later in the summer, though summer is less popular than winter or spring for breakups. December is the most popular month overall for breakups, and in particular Mondays seem to be the best or the most frequent days of breakups. Let's see. A group of researchers found that tweets around the world were more positive as their region approached the summer solstice than those who lived in parts of the world that were approaching the winter solstice. So tweets are more positive in the summer. I probably could have guessed that. Okay, so I'll definitely read a few more. Many yoga groups participate in mass yoga celebrations on the summer solstice. They see the summer solstice as a sacred transition in the flow of life on Earth and a time to do sun salutations. The word summer comes from the Old English name for the season, sumor, or maybe it's summer, like how Jon Snow says it, or how he speaks, summer. Sorry, I'm really excited for season 7 of Game of Thrones, so I tie in everything to that recently. While January is the most popular time of the year for divorce, there is also another spike in July and August. That's a negative one. I have to finish on a better one than that. This one's fun. The record for the most people applying sunscreen was on January 8th, 2012 in Australia, with 1,006 participants applying sunscreen for 2 minutes. Gotta love Australians. Last one. Summer camps are relatively more recent development and are among, I don't even know what that says, Summer camps are relatively more recent development and can be for boys or girls or even mixed, which involves interesting games and activities for children. Fairly useless and known, but that's the series. It's useless facts. It's meant to bore you, meant to help you doze off. So I see no more fitting of a fact to end on. That's the end of episode 118. I want to thank you as always for listening. If you have suggestions, comments, questions, if you want to poke fun at some of the facts I read today, you can reach out to the show by emailing hello@sleepandrelaxasmr.com and check out our website. Hello. Our website is sleepandrelaxasmr.com. That's all for this episode. Thanks again for listening.